Hey kids, we're back again. Class number 4, communicating with customers. How important is it to be a good communicator in Uganda? This is very important in a business. If you're running a business, communicating with customers has to be very good. Your communication keeps you on track. Your communication gives you more leverage to have customers and to have an evaluation of how you're doing, of how your products are.
Communicating with customers. There are multiple ways you can reach your customers. For example, you can call or text them, which takes a great deal of time due to dialing a bunch of phone numbers, including small talk, and carrying out a conversation that may last longer than you intended. So, we will talk about how to make phone calls to your customers. The first thing you need to do is get your customer's telephone number. You may do this by saying, I get a lot of new products which you may be interested in buying. Can I have your telephone number? Easy. Now, when you're talking to adult customers on the telephone, there are a few tips to keep in mind. When talking on the telephone, always speak slowly and clearly. I don't mean like really slowly, but just don't rush through the conversation and talk really quickly like this, which would be very difficult for anybody to possibly understand. Yeah, too fast. You want to speak about this level of speed. It's rather natural and it will be easy for anyone to understand. Second thing, always explain the reason why you are calling them. Here's some steps for carrying out a telephone call with a customer. The very first thing you should do is, number 1, be polite and respectful. 2, start by introducing yourself. 3, explain the reason you are calling. 4, ask the customer a question such as, how was your purchase?
Here is a clip of Jordan Belfort, a stockbroker. Now, he's speaking on the phone with a potential customer. He comes across as being knowledgeable and confident. Now, keep in mind that Jordan is lying through his teeth to the customer. But if you pretend that what he is saying is true, he does a really good job of explaining the reason he is calling, who he is, and he makes the customer excited about the product. Take a look at this clip.
And I hope it happens.
Hello, John. How you doing today? You mailed in my company a postcard a few weeks back requesting information on penny stocks that had huge upside potential with very little downside risk. Does that ring a bell? Okay, great. Well, reason for the call today, John, is something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months. If you have 60 seconds, I'd like to share the idea with you. You got a minute?
An example of what you can say during a phone call. So as the business owner, you can say something such as, hello, Miss Bryant. My name is William. I sold you some yellow earrings last week. I am calling to see if you like them. And then you want to wait for the answer. You want to always listen to the customer, so you want to wait for a response to any question that you ask. Also, prepare in advance what you will say if the customer does like the purchase. So the customer has told you that she liked her purchase. You can say in response, I am glad you enjoyed wearing them. I have made some more earrings and matching bracelets that I think you may like. I will be at the market again this Saturday from noon to 3 p.m. If you get a chance, please stop by so I can show you some of my new items that will complement your lovely neck and wrists. Wait for the response. And then you can say, okay, see you soon, and thank you for supporting my business. Always be prepared if the customer does not like the purchase. Remember, you want to stay respectful and have a plan for how you want to deal with it so that you can keep that person as a customer. Let's say the customer did not like her earrings. Your response can be, "Can you please tell me the reason you did not like the earrings?" And wait for the customer to explain what she did not like about the earrings. And then after you've heard that information, if it seems reasonable or something that you would like to make up to the customer, or you want to make the customer feel good about doing business with you in the future, then you can say something such as, "Please stop by my store this Saturday from noon to 3 p.m. and I will give you a 15% discount on your next purchase." So let's say, for example, the customer said that the earring broke. And so you can offer the customer to bring the earring to the shop, and then you can fix it. And for her trouble, you can offer her the 15% discount on her next purchase. So you're going to fix the problem, which is the broken earring. And because you want to show this customer how much you really value her, you'll give her a small discount.
Hello?
Hi, Mr. Davis. This is Ron calling you from the Daily News. How you doing this morning?
It's Davis, and I'm not interested.
Okay, I'm sorry to have bothered you. Have a nice day.
Wait a minute. Wait, that's your pitch? You consider that a sales call?
Well,
You know, I get a call from you guys every Saturday, and it's always the same half-assed attempt. If you guys want to close me, you should sell me.
alright.
All right, start again.
Okay. Hi. This is Ron from the Daily News. How you doing this morning?
Shitty, what do you want?
It's not what I want, sir. It's what you want.
Ron, now we're talking. All right, what are you selling me?
I'm offering you a subscription to the Daily News at a substantially reduced price. We're trying to reach out to people that have never had home delivery before.
Right, so basically you're saying that everybody else who already has a subscription is getting on this one?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, well, I can handle that. So tell me, why should I buy your paper? I mean, you know, I mean, why shouldn't I get the Times or the Voice, you know?
Well, the Village Voice is free, sir, so if you want it, you should certainly pick it up. But the Daily News offers you something no other paper can, a real taste of New York. We have the best features, more photographs than any other daily in New York, and we have the most reliable delivery in the city. Now, what do you think?
You know what I think, Ron? I think that was a sales call. Good job, buddy.
You always want to take notes from a call that you've had with a customer. And you want to take notes about the things that you talked about. Those notes would include who you called, why you called, when you called, and what that person said. And you want to write down what you want to do next with that customer. So if you look below, here is an example of trying to satisfy a customer who disliked a recent purchase. So you called the customer on March the 30th. Who did you speak to? Miss Bryan. What did you decide? She will meet you at the market and you're going to give her a 15% discount. Also, you can include in that section why you're giving her the 15% discount. It could be because her earring broke, so you want to write down the earring broke. And then last, what you will do next is you will show her the new earrings and matching bracelet. Give her the 15% discount, and you can also add that you're going to fix the earring. This way, by you taking notes on the call, you will have a record of what was said and what you will do. So when the customer shows up, you will be prepared for that interaction. Sometimes when you call, the customer is not going to answer the phone. So if a customer does not answer the phone when you call, you can do one of two things. You can send a text message stating the reason you called, or you can call that person back at a different time. So let's say you decided to leave a voice message or a text message. Here is what you can say in the voice message or the text message. Hello, this is William from the earring store. I have some new earrings and matching bracelets for Miss Bryan to come see at my shop. I would like to find out what you think. We're going to do a role play for calling customers. So this is going to be the student exercise. So we're going to practice with another person. You could choose one other person to pretend to be the customer. If you don't have another person to role play with, you can practice by yourself in the mirror. You can say the business owner parts out loud, and then you could just read the customer responses that are in this video. So what you want to do is figure out who you're going to call and when. So you're the business owner. You're going to look at the list of customers at 8 a.m. and then you're going to decide to call your best customers to tell them about the sale first. So you're going to pick up the phone, dial the number, and then as the phone is ringing, you're going to be waiting for someone to answer. Now, let's say, for example, on the third ring, you don't get the customer, but you get a kid. So this is how you deal with children when they answer the phone. Hello there, this is Mark from Mark's Notebooks. I was calling to see if Miss Smith is available to speak on the telephone for a brief moment. The kid will say something such as, wait a minute, I will go get mommy, hold on a minute. And so you wait for Miss Smith to come and pick up the phone. And so Miss Smith says to you, who is this? And then you will say, my name is Mark from Mark's Notebooks. Is this Miss Smith? You want to make sure that you are speaking to the person who you want to speak to. If she says yes, how can I help you? Then you can say, I will be having a 20% off sale of notebooks tomorrow. I wanted to let you know just in case you were thinking of getting some notebooks. So there's a couple of things that I did there. When the kid answers the phone, you want to make sure to ask for the person that you want to speak to. When someone picks up the phone, make sure you're speaking to that person. When that person is on the phone with you, immediately tell them what it is that you want them to know, particularly if it's a sale. Every time you call a customer, the customer may not be interested in what you are selling. So the conversation may go something like this. The customer may say, no, I don't need any notebooks now. Your response will be, that is no problem. Should I let you know when I am having my next sale? The customer can say, yes, please let me know. And then your response will be, thank you and have a good morning. I will be in touch when I run my next sale. Goodbye, Miss Smith. And then Miss Smith can say goodbye. And then you hang up the phone. What you want to remember to do is if the customer says no, let them know that you were fine with that response and then ask them the next question, which would be, should I contact you again in the future? That is why I said, should I let you know when I will be having my next sale? If they say, no, do not call me again, then you know to cross that customer's name off of your list and do not call that person again. If the person says, yes, sure, give me a call in the future, then you keep that customer's name on the list. That customer is interested in doing business with you again in the future. Always thank them for answering your call and let them know that you will be in touch with them again in the future. So, if a customer is not interested in what you're selling at that particular time, you may be wondering after the phone call is over, you may be wondering what you can do to get the customer interested in the future. So some discussion questions may be, was the 20% sale a big enough sale to interest Miss Smith? If you think, well, maybe 25 would have been more interesting, or maybe a 30% sale would have been more interesting to Miss Smith, when you call her again in the future, maybe 2 weeks from now, you can offer her the bigger sale. Or what type of sale would have interested Miss Smith? Would a buy one, get one free be more interesting than maybe a 20% off? And so you can think about how you can provide different promotions or maybe larger discounts to get good customers interested in buying from you again. We're going to do another role play, and this time we're going to role play calling customers on the telephone and telling them about an upcoming sale. So you're going to play the part of the business owner, and you can have someone else read the part of the customer. If you don't have someone to read the customer part, you could just read it to yourself. So you're the business owner. You're going to look at the list of customers at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. You're going to decide to call your best customers to tell them about the sale first. The person is going to pick up the phone, dial the number. The phone is going to ring, and you're going to wait for someone to answer the phone. And then on the third ring, you're going to pretend to be having a conversation with your customer. Let's do the role play. Pause the video. To wrap up this lesson, we're going to consider some discussion questions. Number 1, who usually buys notebooks for the children in the home? Is it the father, the kids themselves, or the mother? This question is designed to get you to think about who is the customer. Who are you actually selling to? Number 2, do you think it is a good idea to talk to that person who normally makes the purchase or someone else? For example, if kids tend to make their own decisions about what they want, you may want to talk to the kids first at school and get them to convince their parents to buy the notebooks for them. Number 3, is there anything else that the business owner could have done during the call to interest the customer? Such as, do you want to offer promotions or coupons for your best customers? Number 4, when you call your customer, what things will you make sure to do? Remember how you should speak and what you want to make sure that you do on the phone calls. Okay, pause the video and complete the discussion questions. Hey, YIE Club Teenies, this is Professor G, and I hope you liked all the information that I taught you in this class. However, if you have any problems, email me, and also you can email me if you want to learn about our forum on the website that will allow you to update us on your progress, meet other YIE Club members, and stay up to date on what we're doing. So like us. Subscribe, do the homework assignment in the video, and I will see you next time. Professor G.